Alright, I'm going to do a quick video real fast to show you how to use the median or how to figure the median in the interquartile range for your research paper results section. So the example I'm going to use is from the research paper example that's posted under the research project section under research paper on Blackboard. And so this is in the appendix of that paper, and this is the Likert scale questions, and you're going to want to figure the median and the interquartile range for all of your Likert scale questions. So we're going to take this first question, and so if we look at this, we're going to see the scale is from very unlikely to very likely, and that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-point scale. So, and we see that we have a total of 50 respondents. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we have 3 1s, we have 3 2s, we have 7 3s, 7 4s, we have 16 5s, we have 10 6s, and then we have 4 7s. So then what we do is we go over to our Excel spreadsheet, and what we're going to do is put in our numbers here. So remember I said we had 3 1s, we have 3 2s, then we had 7 3s, and then we had 7 4s, and then we had 16 5s, and then we had 10 6s, and then we had 4 7s. So once you put all them in, then all you're going to use is this formula, equal to median, and it's using the cells A1 to A50. So our median is equal to a 5. So if we go back to our Word document, and if we look at our scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 would be somewhat likely. So for this question, it says, how likely are you to follow a retailer on social media? You would say, looking at a median equal to 5, this showed that most respondents were somewhat likely to follow a retailer on social media. And then you also want to give the interquartile range. And so how you figure the interquartile range is you're going to do equal quartile A1 to A, okay, and this should be actually 850 because we had 50 respondents. And what this is doing, it's taking the first, it's figuring the first quartile, the third quartile, and then it's taking the first quartile minus the second quartile. So our interquartile range, or IQR, is equal to 2.75. And we don't want an IQR above 3. And so you just report the IQR is equal to 2.75, which means that we're in an okay variance, that the scores don't vary too much. And it just shows that your median can be used and that it is correct. And so our median score is the 5, which is the somewhat likely. So that is how you figure your interquartile range. I'll give you the formulas one more time. So the first formula to figure median, all it is equal to median in all caps, and then in parentheses you're going to have cells A1 to A50. And then to figure your interquartile range, you're going to first do quartile cells A1 to A50, comma 1, which means it's the first grouping of those cells. And then this does the third half of those cells. So it's A1 to A5, 3. And then all you're doing is B3 minus B2. So you're actually taking the third quartile. I said that wrong before. You're taking the third quartile and minusing it from the first quartile. And you just don't want to have a very big number there because it's showing that from the first to the third quartile, they're pretty much the same. Or they're evened out between the two to give you more of that bell shape. So that is how to figure your interquartile range and to figure your median for all of your Likert scale questions, and you will need to do this for your research paper.